Welcome to Parallel Universe. He was the golden boy of American cinema, tousled blonde hair, granite jaw, and a screen presence so effortlessly magnetic that directors simply pointed cameras at him and let the film do the rest. For 6 extraordinary decades, Robert Redford made the world believe in something better. Then on September 16, 2025, in the mountains of Utah he had loved for over 60 years, he simply closed his eyes, and the world that woke up the next morning was permanently, irreversibly quieter. Charles Robert Redford Jr. was born on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California, the son of a milkman turned accountant who moved the family frequently through Los Angeles. Young Robert was artistic, restless, and uncomfortable in his own skin. He attended the University of Colorado on a baseball scholarship, lost it to drinking, and eventually drifted to Europe with almost nothing, living on almost less, studying art and chasing something he could not yet name. When he returned, he found the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York. And everything changed. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid made him a superstar in 1969. The Sting, The Way We Were, All the President's Men, Out of Africa, Ordinary People, which he directed to 4 Academy Awards including Best Director, a body of work spanning 6 decades that earned him 2 Oscars, 3 Golden Globes, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and a permanent place in the conversation about the greatest careers American cinema has ever produced. He founded the Sundance Institute in 1981, changing independent film forever by giving voices without platforms a stage they could finally stand on. His net worth at the time of his passing was an estimated $200 million. Every dollar earned. Not one borrowed from anyone else's dream. But beneath the golden image was a life that carried real, sustained grief. His infant son Scott died of sudden infant death syndrome in 1959, a loss he carried quietly for the rest of his life. His son James, a filmmaker and activist who had followed his father's values faithfully, died of cancer in October 2020 at 58 years old. The cruelty of a son dying before his father, twice, is something no amount of fame, wealth, or legacy can soften. And Robert Redford never pretended otherwise. He simply kept going. Because stopping was never something he knew how to do. His final film as an actor was The Old Man and the Gun in 2018, a role he described at the time as his last, playing an aging bank robber with a permanent smile and a total absence of regret. His final years were spent at his beloved home in Sundance, Utah, property he first purchased for $500 in 1961 and built into a life as close to the natural world as a man could get while still being Robert Redford. He was surrounded by his wife Sibylle Sagers, whom he married in 2009, his surviving children and grandchildren. On September 16, 2025, he died peacefully in his sleep. He was 89 years old. His family's statement to the world was 10 words long: the place he loved, surrounded by those he loved. There is nothing awful about the ending of Robert Redford's life. What is heartbreaking is simply that it ended at all. That the mountains of Utah are quieter now. That the films are finished. That the particular quality of light he brought to American cinema, warm, honest, and completely unafraid, will never be manufactured again. He spent 89 years showing the world what grace looks like in motion. And now the world carries it forward. The only way you would have wanted.